Well, YouTube, the time is upon us, and that time is time for a new campaign. Alright, everybody's excited. Okay, well, yeah, a lot of you probably are, actually. So, in any case, I am going to be playing as the Ikko Ikki. So here you can see, let's take a look at their clan traits. I am going to be playing on normal. Everybody always pesters me to play on hard, but here's the deal. You can see that I get plenty of challenge on the normal game mode because, number one, I'm no pro at this game. And two, I put the battle difficulty on hard, so I'm still fighting on the harder setting on battle difficulty. If you want, maybe I could put the battle difficulty on very hard for part of this campaign or the whole thing and see how people like that. I mean, I kind of don't want to do that because it gives the computer just a little bit more buffing, but, you know, I may, depending on how things go. How about if I start off and it's too easy, we'll swap the battle difficulty over to very hard and see how that affects things. But I will keep the battle difficulty on hard. I do want to do a long campaign, actually, just because I want to get a campaign out there where I can go through the technology tree, and then maybe the campaign after this, I will, you know, I'm not sure if I'll go do another short or domination or whatever, but there's lots of factions out there that I'd still like to show you their campaign. I like the Choso Kabe. A lot of people are bugging me for a Date campaign, Hojo, Oda, Mori. A lot of them want me to do a Mori campaign and convert to Christianity. Takeda would be a fun one. Uesegi, of course, is, you know, my favorite faction, so eventually I'll do them. I may save it for last, though, to try and make it a special treat. I don't know. So anyway, the Ikko Ikki are very similar to the Uesegi, though. The only difference is, if you look here, it says cannot recruit Metsuke. They can recruit superior warrior monks, which is similar to the Uesegi. And they can recruit large units of Ashigaru, weak but with high morale. And I will show you the statistics. Their Ashigaru have crappy statistics. Generals can convert provinces to the Ikko faith. So, if you want, I'll let you read this here. It may be hard for you to read. It says, well, I'll just kind of give you the basic rundown. It says, Ikko Ikki are mostly common, simple peasants inspired by faith and hope to fight against their cruel and greedy masters. So I believe, and I don't know much about the Ikko, so if I say this wrong, I'm sure people will correct it in the comments. But I believe the Ikko were basically rebels, people who would join up and rebel against the samurai class. So this is a perfect place for Patchy. I wish we could bring him into the campaign because we're going to be rebelling against the nobility. Anyway, let's go ahead and start the game here, and I'll let you watch the opening cutscene. I've done enough talking. Might as well get down to business. And I guess just while this is starting, we're going to play to the Ikko strength. Warrior monks do have a huge upkeep cost, but if you mix them with a good solid Ikko Ikki Ashigaru component, then you can have some pretty tough armies in there, and the morale of your men is pretty good. So, and then especially if you put an Ikko monk in your army, it will increase the morale, kind of like having a monk in your armies with other factions. And you definitely have to use your agents here as well.
1545. This is Sengoku Jidai, the age of the country at war. For 200 years, the Ashikaga shoguns have ruled from Kyoto. Great splendor and power were theirs.
I wonder if the Ashikaga shogun has gotten to the point where they're scared of me since I've conquered them twice.
The time has come for a new warlord.
Look at the fear in their face.
Shogun. But who will win? We Ikko Ikki are from every corner of Japan, united in one cause. We are the only true believers. Our faith gives us power against any who oppose the will of heaven. Our numbers swell as more flee from the great laws and their cruelty.
I really wish I could make Patchy the leader of these people.
Shogun Kyoto himself will shake as he hears us approach. Now, the faithful will rise and claim their rightful dues. Our foes will fall, crushed by their own sins. We wait no longer. Fate marches with us.
Well, hey, man, if fate is on my side, how can we lose? Sounds good. Oh, man, I should have turned on the thing so you could hear the introduction. I didn't play the voice on it. I'll read it to you real quick. Some of you may not want to hear it, so you can just skip this if you want. It says, we are the Ikko Ikki. We are the devout followers of Judo, looks like Senshu Buddhism, championed by the eminent monk Renyo. At the height of the Onin War, it was during this time that in order to check our growing power and acquire our wealth, we were driven from Omi province and made to flee to Echizen, something like that, and Kaga. It says, roused by Renyo's teachings, the people of these provinces turned upon their autocratic masters. Hey, I didn't say you could move that. Whatever. I think it switched screens. So, in any case, basically we're a bunch of rebels. How about that? Shouldn't have wasted my time trying to read that. I should just turn it on. Anyway, I have that campaign advice turned down. Let's take a look at our faction information here. So there's our little banner, and right now it says our clan fame is obscure. And of course, right when I'm starting the campaign, my cat has to get in front of the screen. He likes to jump up into a perch up above the computer so that he can watch what I'm doing. Get out the way! Yeah, my cat makes a lot better door than a window. Alright, so we have 2 of the provinces that we need to hold for, these 6 victory. Of course, those are the ones we start with, so it's not like we actually did anything to earn those. So, let's see. Let's take a look at our family and council. Here's our daimyo. It looks like we have a daimyo's young son and 1 general, who is pretty darn loyal at this point. A lot of people want me to adopt these guys, but the problem is it causes jealousy with your sons. It looks like this guy is already the commissioner for warfare, so he's already got a commission. That's one thing I forget to do in a lot of my campaigns, so we won't need to change anything there. And of course, we don't have any records, but... Alright, let's go ahead and start off in the diplomacy screen. Let's see if we can pick up some trade with some clans near us. There's going to be some clans, though, that we're going to want to expand and take some of their land. I do want to expand and take this province, Noto, and then from here I want to sail out here to Sato and attack the... I can't remember the name of the clan that's out there, but anyway, we're going to go attack them because there's a gold mine there. And so I'm going to want to secure up these provinces probably to hedge off the Uesegi, who are going to be our big rivals in the region. And then we're going to want to just make our home province strong, maybe come up here and take Wakasa. That way we can kind of hedge off from the south as well and just kind of make a nice secure front, get a hold of that gold mine, and do some building and stuff. First we're going to want to build up our army a little. Let's see what kind of relations we have with the Harakiyama. It says we're at peace. I hate them, though, because they're always pestering all of my clans. It says we can't trade with them. So that's good, because I don't want to trade with them. I want to beat the crap out of them. The Asai are to the south of us and would make a good buffer if we were fairly friendly with them. The Saito don't like us, and they are near us. And then the Sakai are indifferent. Let's go ahead and see if we can make a trade agreement with the Asai. So let's request a trade agreement. That seems worth it.
We should discuss matters of mutual interest.
Okay, so let's go back into the diplomacy here.
Welcome. I'm here to listen.
And let's make a trade agreement with the Sakai, like I said. So here we go, request trade agreement.
Welcome. I'm here.
It's pretty easy to get quite a bit of trade as the Ikko Ikki in the beginning. Eventually you're going to end up having a whole ton of enemies. Let's see, where is this clan? They're right. So they control the province next to Uesegi. The Harakiyama control that one. So I could go ahead and probably trade with these guys as well. Doesn't hurt to try. Let's request a trade agreement.
Welcome. I'm here to listen.
Alright, so now I have several trade partners. I'll probably lose them, in a little bit as wars break out and stuff like that. I could try and trade with the Saito. I don't think they're going to buy it, but let's see.
Time.
Oh wow, they did it.
Against all reason, we agree.
Okay, good. So we got a whole bunch of trade agreements. If they get broken later on, I won't break them. But if they get broken later on, whatever. I'm not going to expand to the south immediately. I'm just going to make sure I have a strong holding force here. Let's see. I want my daimyo, though, to be leading the fight so that I can gain some honor. So I'm going to bring him out here. And you get to start with some fun units here. Let's see. Where's my general? We're going to put him in our home province here, and he can guard it. And you start with some Yari Ronin, which is kind of a cool unit. Here's their statistics. These guys are pretty solid units. I mean, they're not amazing, but pretty solid units to start with. So there you go. I'm not sure how they can be recruited or if they can be recruited, but start with them. As far as initial upgrades that we're going to want to make, let's see. It's good to have these temples here because you can train warrior monks out of them. Oh, and as far as our research goes, we're going to probably start off and get it to where we can build these bigger temples so that we can train the warrior monks, and then we're going to want to research the Naginata Dojo thing here so that we can train Ikko Ikki warrior monks, and then also bow warrior monks. So that's going to be our goal there. Let's go ahead and upgrade the farms in each province. So let's go with the farms here. In the first few turns, I'm just going to be building up a few troops and getting ready for fight, so we'll go ahead and train let's see, if I recruit archers, I think from this province, yeah, they have an accuracy boost. So I'll recruit my archers here. And then I think I have enough money to recruit a Yari Ashigaru. And I have a weaponsmith up here, so we can try and increase that. Oh, and I have this monk. I should have moved him down to Omi. Start converting that province. I've played this campaign just a little bit because I wanted to get a feel for it. I have not beat it, though, so it's going to be mostly new for me. So I have a feel for maybe some good ideas to start with, though it's not guaranteed, like I said, because I have not finished this campaign. And so there's really no guarantee how this is going to go for me. Alright, so my bow and Yari Ashigaru are ready. It says, master the following art, Essence of Spirit. And if I do, I'll get a Ikko Ikki Naginata Warrior Monk. So that'll be an awesome reward. Let's go ahead and just get this army gathering here. And I'm going to keep it in between these two towns in case I do get attacked. I'll be in a position where I'll just leave the Yari Ashigaru that are training there. Let's recruit 3 more bow units. And a couple more spear units. Let's take this monk and go start converting these other provinces to the Ikko faith. I think that we'll go ahead and start with Omi. And then I'm going to train another monk as my money allows. I don't think I can have the maximum number. Yeah, so as soon as I build another temple, I'll train another monk to send with this army. In another turn. So I'm going to basically play a little bit defensive here to start off. I'm not going to just go ahead and extend myself out and hack a whole bunch of people off because the Ikko Ikki can easily get a whole bunch of different enemies really quick into the game. And since this is a long campaign, you don't want to wait forever and let one clan get too powerful, but you can take just a little bit of time to go ahead and build things up. Let's get the research rolling, let's get a strategy moving, get a solid foundation on your economy, and then really push outwards and exert yourself on the rest. Let's see, so we got to get all the way to Essence of Spirit. So we got a ways to go still. Let's see, so we should probably go ahead and build another temple in this town. And then eventually we'll increase the castle size in this town as well. So let's see. Oh, I can't build the temple yet, actually. I'm waiting for to finish mastering this one art. So let's see, what else can I do in the meantime? Let's go to construction. Increasing the roads helps your men retrain faster, which is definitely a good characteristic to have in your homelands in case you get attacked. So let's see, army. I need a few units who are just a little more solid than Yari Ashigaru to be in this army. I could also use some cavalry, and so I'll take care of that as time goes on. But let's just go ahead and we'll have a kind of a nice Ashigaru base, and then I'll need to get a few units. But we can work on that in the next few turns. Let's just go ahead and keep ending a few turns. Let's, like I said, get our economy built up. Let's build some buildings and expand in the right direction. income isn't going to be too great in the beginning. That's another reason why I want to capture that gold mine, is because it's a solid province to hold, and it's not super likely to get attacked. It probably would in the Realm Divide, but I'll bet you before the Realm Divide you stand a pretty low chance of invasion. I'm just hoping that my trade partners don't get killed by other clans. Yep, there goes the Asai. They just got whacked by the Hattori. So, in fact, now that the Hattori are here, let's see if we can start a trade agreement with them. So, we'll go in here into diplomacy. The Hattori are indifferent. That's good. Let's request a trade agreement.
Welcome.
Alright, sweet. So, we just kind of want to kind of butter up to the people in the south for now, and most of our neighbors. We will leave a strong defense in our home province. But like I said, we just want money from these people right now. I'm not interested in fighting them at this very moment. Okay, so let's see. Got the Yari Ronin. I have recruiting here 3 plus 1 more. That should be good for now. Let's go ahead and move these guys up here, and I'll start training a contingent to hold this castle. That'll be a good start right there. And let's see if I have enough money to improve any of my ports. I do. So go ahead and take care of that. Oh, I need to improve this artisan too. That'll make me more money, so we'll take care of that soon. Like I said, we want to make a nice solid infrastructure as we go, and what I want, well, the Uesegi just took that province, so I'm probably going to want to see if we can start a trade agreement with them as well. They may not like me though. You start out in a fairly neutral stance as the Ikko. So it's kind of hard to say, but eventually, you're probably going to have a lot of enemies. I definitely want to move on Noto, though, before the Uesegi attempt to take it, so I'm going to make that move and also make a trade agreement with them. So I lost trade with the Saito and the Jinbo. Looks like the Oda have taken over against the Saito, so I might see if I can... the Oda and the Hattori are probably going to end up at war here as well. Let's go in here, see if we can start kissing some Oda butt. Request trade agreement. Sweet. I just want to keep replacing all those trade partners that I lose, and the Oda probably are a little bit better trade partner than Saito anyway. And let's see if we can get trade with the Uesegi. Yeah, they're indifferent towards me, so hopefully we can get some trade. Request trade agreement.
Welcome.
Alright, nice. So, that'll keep my income stable. Let's go ahead and... I've got a decent little army here, nothing amazing. And on the next turn we'll march against the Harakayama. I don't think the Uesegi will beat me there. I hope not. And I'll just recruit a small garrison to hold this city, and then I'll keep increasing this garrison here until we have a nice solid defense there, so that we can hold off rather large armies if needed. And I need to save my money for this next turn and improve my my artisans there, because that'll help give me more luxury goods to trade, and also just increase my provincial income. And whenever you're not really expanding, but you're building a lot more armies, then you're definitely going to start losing your income. So you can only do this kind of thing for so long. I wouldn't sit around too long like this, or else the other clans will start to basically overtake you. And eventually, once we've converted Omi to the Ikko faith, then the people might start to revolt, and you can also incite revolts with that monk. Let's see. So it looks like we're still good with all of our trade partners. We have our troops training. Let's get this artisan improved here. Or where to go? Here it is. So the Fletcher's starts to help you with more bow stuff, but I want to do the one that helps me mostly with economy, because eventually I'll have bow warrior monks, and my bows will be plenty tough without anything else needed. And this is blacksmith here. We can improve it. Let's see, blacksmith and weaponsmith. I'm going to go for the one that gives armor. Well, this one says